Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Saturday. We got 15 matchups on this MLB slate today. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Go ahead, turn on those notification bells. Check out my betting links in the description below to get in on the action. And yeah, we'll hop in it here. Big slate today as we open up the weekend. Starting with the Kansas City Royals versus the Detroit Tigers. Detroit opening up as home favorites at minus 190. Royals plus 160 with the over-under at 8. Royals coming into this matchup 43-62. Detroit 50-54. Pitching for the Royals is Michael Wacha with an ERA of 3.66. Pitching for Detroit is Casey Mize with an ERA of 2.79. Wacha, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts, given up 11 runs in his last 3 starts. Mize, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts, given up 6 runs in his last 3. Royals losing to Detroit yesterday 2-1, losing 2 in a row so far. Detroit 3-game winning streak. The Royals 2-7 against Detroit. They are 0-7 on the road right now. 0-5 on the road against Detroit. The unders hit in Detroit's 9 of their last 11 against the Royals. Mize coming off some pretty good starts. Wacha coming off a good start, but he's had some rough starts before that here, and they've just been such a bad road team. I think I'm going to take the Tigers at home today. Next matchup, we got the Arizona Diamondbacks versus the Washington Nationals. Washington opening up as home favorites at minus 155. Arizona plus 130 with the over-under at 9. Arizona coming into this matchup 55-49. The Nationals 52-52. Pitching for Arizona is Mitch Bratt with an ERA of 5.06. Pitching for the Nationals is Foster Griffin with an ERA of 2.68. Bratt, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts, given up 6 runs in his last 3 starts. Griffin, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 2 strikeouts, given up 3 runs in his last 3 starts. Arizona 8-2 in their last 10, beating Washington yesterday 3-2. Arizona 6-0 on the road. They are just 3-6 against the Nationals. The unders hit in 7 of their last 9 on the road against Washington. You got Griffin coming off really good starts. Bratt's coming off some okay starts as well. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, I mean, you got Arizona playing really good baseball here, and I think they're a good dog. People are going to look at the ERA for Bratt. He's coming off a couple pretty solid starts here, so I'll take Arizona plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Los Angeles Angels versus the San Francisco Giants. Giants opening up as home favorites at minus 130. Angels plus 110 with the over-under at 8.5. Angels coming into this matchup 41-63. The Giants 43-60. Pitching for the Angels is Ryan Johnson with an ERA of 6.10. Pitching for the Giants is Robbie Ray with an ERA of 3.33. Johnson, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts, given up 6 runs in his last 3 starts. Ray, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 1 run, had 6 strikeouts, given up 5 runs in his last 3 starts. Angels 2-game losing streak coming off a Giants loss yesterday, 7-6, ending the Giants 5-game losing streak they were on. Angels 6-3 against the Giants. They are good head-to-head, but really bad on the road. 2-8 on the road. The overs hit in 4 of their last 5 on the road against the Giants. Giants 4-1 at home. You got Ray coming off some good starts. Johnson's been okay on the mound here these last few. I think I like the Giants. Ending their streak, big momentum win. I'll take the Giants at home today. Next matchup, we got the San Diego Padres versus the Miami Marlins. Marlins opening up as home favorites at minus 140. Padres plus 120 with the over-under at 8. Padres coming into this matchup 51-53. Marlins 52-52. Pitching for the Padres is J.P. Sears with an ERA of 4.38. Pitching for the Marlins is Yuri Perez with an ERA of 3.53. Sears, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 3 strikeouts, given up 4 runs in his last 3 starts. Perez, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 9 strikeouts, given up 2 runs in his last 3 starts. Padres beating the Marlins yesterday 4-2. Miami, this losing streak, so they've lost their last 10. Let's see if it's, I don't know if it's any longer than that. Let's see. Yeah, no, so it is a 10-game losing streak for Miami. Crazy, because they've been playing pretty good this season, and then just a 10-game losing streak out of nowhere is pretty brutal. Padres are good head-to-head, 4-12 on the road, not the best road team. The under has hit in 4 of the last 5 between the two. Perez coming off some really good starts. Sears coming off some solid starts as well. There's just no chance I can trust the Marlins as favorites. The way they've played, I'll take Padres plus 1.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Toronto Blue Jays versus the Boston Red Sox. Boston opening up as home favorites at minus 120. Toronto plus 100 with the over-under at 7.5. Toronto coming into this matchup 47-57. Boston 53-49. Pitching for Toronto is Dylan Cease with an ERA of 2.67. Pitching for Boston is Sonny Gray with an ERA of 2.48. Cease, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 7 strikeouts, given up 3 runs in his last 3 starts. Gray, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts, given up 3 runs in his last 3 starts. Toronto losing to Boston yesterday, 6-4. Boston bouncing right back from that loss. Toronto's really struggled here. Let's see. The overs hit in 6 of their last 7 on the road. Boston 7-1 at home. Gray coming off really great starts. He's been really good for them this year. Cease has been pretty solid as well. Boston's just too hot right now, and I think I'll take the Red Sox at home today. Next matchup, we got the New York Yankees versus the Philadelphia Phillies. Yankees opening up as road favorites at minus 120. Phillies plus 100 with the over-under at 8.5. Yankees coming into this matchup 58-45. The Phillies 56-48. Pitching for the Yankees is Ryan Weathers with an ERA of 4.40. For the Phillies, it is currently undecided. So we'll see who ends up pitching for the Phillies when that info does get released. Weathers, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 5 strikeouts, given up 10 runs in his last 3 starts. Yankees beating the Phillies yesterday 1-0. They're coming off 2 shutout games in a row. Phillies, they've dropped 3 in a row. Yankees 9-3 against the Phillies. 5-0 on the road, 11-5 on the road against the Phillies. They've played the Phillies pretty well. Says the overs hit in 5 of the last 7 between the two. Obviously didn't happen yesterday. We'll see if we get better action from the Phillies today. Weathers coming off some rougher games. He's coming off a 5-run game, but they still won that game. I don't know. This one's tough. We'll see what the pitching looks like for the Phillies. Phillies haven't played well here recently. Yankees are playing pretty decent. As long as Weathers can have a decent game, I think I'll take the Yankees on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Cleveland Guardians versus the Tampa Bay Rays. Rays opening up as home favorites at minus 130. Guardians plus 110 with the over-under at 7.5. Guardians coming into this matchup 54-51. The Rays 60-43. Pitching for the Guardians is Tanner Beebe with an ERA at 3.86. Pitching for the Rays is Nick Martinez with an ERA at 2.59. Beebe, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 5 strikeouts, given up 9 runs on his last 3. Martinez, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 0 strikeouts, given up 4 runs in his last 3. Cleveland, 3-game losing streak, losing to the Rays 11-3 yesterday. Nice win for Tampa. Cleveland, let's see. Tampa, the unders hit in 5 of their last 6 against Cleveland, even though yesterday was a big over game. We'll see if it stays an over game today. Martinez has been so good for them this season here. BB coming off 2 better starts. He has had some rougher games this year. I think I like the Rays. I like Martinez. I'll take Tampa Bay at home. Next matchup, we got the Chicago Cubs versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. Pirates opening up as home favorites at minus 135. Cubs plus 115 with the over-under at 8. Cubs coming into this matchup 58-45. The Pirates 53-51. Pitching for the Cubs is Shota Imanaga with an ERA at 3.99. Pitching for the Pirates is Paul Skeens with an ERA at 3.67. Imanaga, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 4 strikeouts, given up 3 runs in his last 3 starts. Skeens, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 8 strikeouts, given up 5 runs in his last 3 starts. The Cubs coming off a Pitt win yesterday, 3-2. Pitt, they've dropped 2 in a row. Cubs 9-4 against Pittsburgh, 12-3 on the road against Pittsburgh, where they've been really good. Says the overs hitting the Cubs 5 of their last 7, or Pitt's 5 last 7 against the Cubs. Didn't get that yesterday. We'll see if we get more offense today. Skeens coming off better starts. He's been pretty good on the mound here lately. But so is Imanaga. I think Cubs are a good dog. Good pitching matchup today. I'll take Cubs plus 1.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Atlanta Braves versus the Baltimore Orioles. Baltimore opening up a slight home favorites at minus 115. The Braves minus 105 with the over-under at 9. Braves coming into this matchup 61-42. Baltimore 50-54. Pitching for the Braves is Bryce Elder with an ERA of 4.06. Pitching for Baltimore is Brandon Young with an ERA of 3.55. Elder, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts, given up 10 runs in his last 3 starts. Young, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 7 strikeouts, given up 9 runs in his last 3 starts. Atlanta, 3-game winning streak, beating Baltimore yesterday 7-6 as an underdog. Baltimore 1-3 in their last 4. Braves, they are just 2-5 against Baltimore, but that was a nice win for them yesterday. The under has hit 7 of their last 9 on the road against Baltimore. We'll see if we get back to an under game kind of day, because big over game yesterday. Baltimore is 4-1 at home. Young, he's been okay on the mound. They've been winning when he's been on the mound. Elder, man, it's just he's had a rough year. I thought he was really good last year. He's really struggled this year. Interesting pitching matchup. Not getting the underdog value I would like for the Braves, since it's almost a pick 'em. So I think I'll take Baltimore at home today. Next matchup, we got the Athletics versus the Minnesota Twins. Twins opening up as home favorites at minus 170. Athletics plus 140 with the over-under at 10.5. Athletics coming into this matchup 44-59. The Twins 51-54. Pitching for the Athletics is Mason Barnett with an ERA of 4.64. Pitching for the Twins is Connor Prelip with an ERA of 4.99. Barnett, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 3 strikeouts, given up 8 runs in his last 3 starts. Prelip, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 6 strikeouts, given up 8 runs in his last 3 starts. The Athletics coming off a Minnesota shutout win yesterday, 2-0. Nice underdog win for them, ending Minnesota's 2-game winning streak they were on. Athletics 5-10. I'm sorry, they're 5-0 against Minnesota. They play Minnesota extremely well for whatever reason. 4-1 on the road against Minnesota. Overall, though, they are just 2-10 on the road. Pretty even pitching matchup. You know, do we trust the Athletics to go back-to-back? Something we don't see often for the Athletics. It's been a while since we've seen them go back-to-back wins. Let me see when the last time they went back-to-back was. The last time they went back-to-back wins was June 25th and June 26th. So you're looking at over a month ago where they went back-to-back. I'm just going to play the numbers game here. They just don't win back-to-back games because they are really bad. I think I'm going to take Minnesota to bounce back at home today. Next matchup, we got the Colorado Rockies versus the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers opening up as home favorites at minus 240. Rockies plus 190 with the over-under at 8.5. Rockies coming into this matchup 42-63. The Brewers 64-39. Pitching for the Rockies is Ryan Feltner with an ERA of 5.48. Pitching for the Brewers is Robert Gasser with an ERA of 4.91. Feltner, his last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 8 runs, had 3 strikeouts, given up 14 runs in his last 3 starts. Gasser, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts, given up 10 runs in his last 3 starts. Colorado coming off a Brewers win yesterday, big underdog win for them, 5-2. Can they go back to back? That'll be the question here. Just 2-5 against the Brewers. The under has hit in 6 of their last 7 on the road against the Brewers. Gasser, 2 of his last 3 starts have been really good. Feltner, coming off 2 horrible games on the mound. I would honestly just be shocked if the Rockies go back-to-back as big underdogs. It's really tough to do. I think I like the Brewers to bounce back at home today. Next matchup, we got the Houston Astros versus the Chicago White Sox. White Sox opening up as home favorites at minus 125. Houston plus 105 with the over-under at 8. Houston coming into this matchup 51-54. The White Sox 54-48. Pitching for Houston is Hunter Brown with an ERA of 4.05. Pitching for Chicago is Sean Burke with an ERA of 3.20. Brown, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 4 strikeouts, given up 13 runs in his last 3 starts. Burke, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 5 strikeouts, given up 2 runs in his last 3 starts. Houston, 4-game winning streak, beating the White Sox yesterday 9-5. They are 8-4 against the White Sox. The overs hit in 4 of their last 5 on the road against Chicago. Burke, been really good all season for them, coming off really great starts. Brown, been getting lit up here. I like White Sox to bounce back. I'll take Chicago at home. Next matchup, we've got the Cincinnati Reds versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals opening up as home favorites at minus 120. The Reds plus 100 with the over-under at 8.5. Reds coming into this matchup 48-54. The Cardinals 52-51. Pitching for the Reds is Hunter Green with an ERA of 6.06. Pitching for the Cardinals is Andre Palante with an ERA of 4.10. Green, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 7 strikeouts, given up 11 runs in his last 3 starts. Palante, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 3 strikeouts, given up 9 runs in his last 3. Cincinnati, 3-game winning streak coming off the St. Louis win yesterday as underdogs. St. Louis, they're on a bit of a bad stretch here, 3-7 in their last 10. The Reds 6-2 on the road right now. The under is hitting 10 of the last 14 between the two. Pretty even pitching matchup. Both pitchers, coming off some pretty bad stretch of games here in their last few. And I don't know. Don't really love this matchup. I think this is it's definitely a winnable series, I think, for the Reds, potentially. As underdogs, neither pitcher playing great. I think I'll take the Reds plus 1.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the New York Mets. Dodgers opening up as road favorites at minus 165. The Mets plus 140 with the over-under at 8. Dodgers coming into this matchup 66-38. The Mets 43-61. Pitching for the Dodgers is Yoshinobu Yamamoto with an ERA of 2.78. Pitching for the Mets is Nolan McLean with an ERA of 3.34. Yamamoto, his last start, he pitched 9 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 7 strikeouts, given up 8 runs in his last 3 starts, had a 6-run game, and then a 0-run game. McLean, back-to-back 0-run games for him. He's coming off some good starts, 2 runs in his last 3. Dodgers 3-game winning streak, beating the Mets yesterday 4-2. Mets just 3-7 in their last 10. Dodgers 5-0 against the Mets right now. They're 12-4 on the road, 14-6 on the road against the Mets. Mets, the unders hitting 7 of their last 10 against the Dodgers. Yamamoto's been great for them all season here. McLean coming off good starts. I feel like if there's ever a chance for them to win, it could be, it would be this one with him on the mound. But simply just don't trust the Mets. I'll take the Dodgers on the road. In the last matchup, we got the Seattle Mariners versus the Texas Rangers. Both teams in a pick'em game at -110 with the over-under at 7.5. Seattle coming into this matchup 51-53. The Rangers 52-51. Pitching for Seattle is Logan Gilbert with an ERA at 3.38. Let's see. Yeah, we got Logan Gilbert. This is interesting because it says it's Logan Gilbert, but I'm looking on ESPN now, and now it's saying Brian Wu. So now I don't really know. So it's either going to be Logan Gilbert or Brian Wu. So Wu, he's got an ERA of 4.16. I'll just go over both of them and we'll see what happens. If Wu starts, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 7 strikeouts, given up 7 runs in his last 3. Gilbert, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 10 strikeouts, given up 7 runs in his last 3. And then for the Rangers, it looks like it's Nathan Eovaldi with an ERA of 4.21. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 2 strikeouts. He's given up 10 runs in his last 3 starts. Let's see. Seattle, 3-game losing streak. Losing to the Rangers yesterday, 5-4. It's been win-loss for the Rangers. They have not built back-to-back wins up. Seattle, 2-5 against the Rangers. 1-8 on the road right now. 1-5 on the road against the Rangers. They've just been horrible on the road. It's been hard to trust Seattle. Rangers, the unders hitting 5 of their last 7 against Seattle. Both pitchers give up runs, whoever ends up being on the mound. I think I'm going to take the home team. There's just no upside with taking Seattle here. I'll take the Rangers at home today. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Saturday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Sunday. Have a good one.